Hello, how are you? It's me, ROB, Rob Brown. I'm in a different area for this That One podcast because we're starting off with a different thing. We are starting off with a challenge. Little pause for effect. Dun dun dun. I tried to do an ice bath, but the only thing I can find is this bucket. So, we are going to be putting my foot in the bucket. Here we go. We're going to move it a little bit closer. Okay. And I have some stuff for entertainment while I'm here because I don't want to just sit here with the bucket. Here we go. I forgot to take off my sock. Oh, my God. Okay, so, it's in. All right, it's in. This is horrible, but I'm doing it for you because I want to have fun. And this is super fun. Oh my God, this is horrible. Oh my God, this is horrible. Why was I thinking this? I thought it'd be so cool, but the sock is now just floating around pretty much on me. So I tried to do something yesterday and it just didn't work out because I just didn't feel the vibe. So meaning I just wasn't. I was so nervous for something, and I didn't have to be nervous for it, but it's okay to be nervous. You listening or watching. So the pages that I'm flipping through right now for the people who are found them. Okay. All right. So I was looking through some old stuff. So while I'm here with this beautiful bucket with my foot in it, because it's an ice bath. We're doing an ice bath right now. I'm like Kevin Hart's cold as balls. But I'm funny. Sorry. I have some... I like how I say that. And instead of telling like actual jokes, I'm going to be doing Yo Mama jokes that I wrote in 2021. So this is when I was just constantly writing. I think I listened to a like J. Cole video where he's like, you need to do the 7-minute drill. You need to do this. It's going to be amazing, where you just write for 7 minutes straight. I wrote for like 3 hours straight one time while listening to Return to the 36 Chambers by Old Dirty Bastard. Ah, shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam, shimmy, yay. So out of all the Wu-Tang, I kind of connect with him the most. But let's get to the Yo Mama jokes, because that's what someone wants on this beautiful morning. Instead of it, try not to laugh, try to laugh, because we're going to bomb here. This is what real comedy is, people. This isn't edited. We're going to try that 3 times, but we're going to keep all 3 in because we're not editing this right here, right now. Here we go. Yo mama is so stupid, she would check the link to give your computer a virus. I think that was meaning click. See, I told you this is not going to be a laughing, like, try to laugh. Oh my God, I'm going deeper into the bucket. Your mama is so old, she wears a button down to the beach. Your mama's so old, her toenails have started to curl. Okay. Little Quentin Tarantino there talking about the feet. Your mama is so old, she puts on reading glasses to use her phone. That's a little mean. Because people are now starting to use reading glasses a little bit earlier. So that one doesn't really work. Yo mama is so old, she still references Mean Girls. I'm the cool mom, I think is what I was trying to say. Oh, man, we're doing a lot of, because I'm now just reading it and I'm trying to figure it out. So sorry about that little pause. How long was that pause? It was only like 4 seconds. That's okay. Your mom is so old, she saw Helen Keller speak live. That's a good one. Do you ever wonder how Helen Keller was speaking live? And for the people who don't believe it, yes, she did fly a plane. Helen Keller did fly a plane. This is so horrible. How long have I had my foot in? 5 minutes. Hopefully 5 minutes. But she did fly a plane. And what I mean is it wasn't a situation where they were like, come on, Helen, you're going to fly us to Africa. No, it was because that's Amelia Earhart, and I used to get them confused. I did, and it was horrible. It was horrible because I'd be like, dude, Amelia Earhart, she couldn't speak and hear, and then she died in a plane crash, and people are like, what? No, that's Helen Keller, and Helen Keller didn't die in a plane crash. So see how I'm like losing it there? But Helen Keller used to speak, and she also flew a plane, meaning she gave speeches, but she also had to travel. But one time when she was traveling, someone allowed her to hold on to the steering wheel for a couple of seconds. So that's what they mean with flying. It wasn't a situation like, no, that like make the turn here, take off. Yeah, because like, come on. When you're doing takeoff, it's like, ready for takeoff. Like, she's not going to hear that. It's going to be like, do you imagine that? You're like, all right, here comes flight 373. Here we go. How are you? And you don't hear anything because it's Helen Keller. I love how we just get on a little rant about Helen Keller when I'm doing Yo Mama jokes, but come on. That's okay. Your mom is so oh my God. Let's do it again. Try to laugh that this is what it is. Your mom is so fat, a 600-pound life rejects her application. Oof, geez. You know my 600-pound life? You're too fat. We can't have you on the show. I don't think that would happen, though. Because, like, remember, like, the Ton family? Like, the family that, like, weighed a ton? They would make TV out of anything at this point. I mean, like, think about that girl. Oh, my God, my foot is still in this bucket. Think about the girl who does the Tourette's. I mean, like, she talks about her boyfriend's, like, weenie, like, all the time. She's like, big weenie, little weenie, big weenie, little weenie. My boyfriend has a weenie. And it's like, oh, geez. Like, do you imagine, like, I'd bring her to the hot dog eating contest. So then she's just like, so she's just saying profanities or, I mean, I can't make fun of her because you got to think of like Michael B. Jordan when the Tourette's guy started yelling out the N-word. That's crazy that happened. I cannot be the person who sat next to them in that situation. That would feel horrible. I'd be like, yo, shut the fuck up. That's what I would be like. Shut your dumb ass up. I would cover up their mouth at that point. Jesus. Your mom is so old, she still mourns the death of JFK. That's a good one. So historically, if your grandma still does that, that's okay. I had my grandma explain where she... moving around the foot, we'll get to the grandma JFK story, but moving around my foot in this bucket just makes it even worse. But mourning JFK, they heard it on the radio, I think, or the TV, something like that, just like how Elvis did. Her. That's not Elvis. That sounds like Helen Keller doing Elvis. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Your mom is so fat, people come to your house to get fast food. That's a pretty good one. It'll be fast gone because she ate it all. Your mom is so fat, she will only sit by the pool. That I don't get that one. No, that's not a good one. Here, let's see. Your mom is so old, loving her second... What? Oh, your mom is so old, she's loving her second roaring 20s. Jesus Christ. I can't explain these. These are just, like, because I'll describe it for the people who can't see these pages. It's literally like 30 Yo Mama jokes on one page, and all of them don't, I don't get any of them. Your mom is so ugly, they think you're adopted. Like, what? Your mom is so ugly, they look at you and think, must look like her dad. What? Your mom is so ugly, at neighborhood parties, you're guilted into being her wing woman. Oh, Oh, God. These are just terrible. Your mom is so ugly she has no eyebrows left. This is just a horrible situation, people. I am reading terrible Yo Mama jokes, and I put my foot in the bucket, and I forgot to put the damn sock off. I don't even want to take off the sock at this point. I'm going to do it for like 2 more minutes, and then I'm just going to cut this camera because I don't know how much longer I could do this. Did you hear the page? Make it sound cool. Your mom is so cheap, she wrings out her toilet paper. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. No, not the... Your mom is so cheap, she purposely passes by McDonald's. That's not... No. Your mom is so cheap, you're only eating store-brand cereal. Your mom is so stupid, she thought The Office was real people in the first couple of seasons. That's a good one. I'll take it. What do you mean Michael Scott's not a real person? Oh, I like that guy Jim Halpert. If I ever ran into him on the street, I'd say, "Oh, Jim Halpert, I hope Pam doesn't watch the show like I do." Does it sound like she's like from Chicago a little bit, but not like... It's kind of like she's talking like this, but also kind of has a little bit of this. I don't know. Oh, God. You'd have to switch socks. I think I'm just going to shower at this point after this. How much more? How much more can I do this for? I'm doing it because I want to see how long I can go for, but it's just not going well. This is not going well. And also the bucket is not clean. The bucket's not clean, so move around the water. I can't get the microphone too close to it. That would ruin my... Like, do you imagine I just ruin all of my equipment right here, right now? All the people who know that I'm clumsy, they'd be like, "Yeah, Rob, yeah, you would." Your mom is so old, Caprice pants haven't left her side in years. We'll try a couple of more, and then we'll okay. Your mom is so old she leaves her left blinker on. That's a good one. Your mom is so old she clicks on virus emails. I think I've already said that one. Your mom is so hairy she grows a beard for No Shave November. Okay. Your mom is so stupid she still sends you the text of "send this to 5 people or your bank account fails." I'll take it. That was okay. I hope you laughed in somehow, some way. Maybe you laughed about some other stuff, not the actual Yo Mama jokes, because, like, one time I wanted to do, like, a battle, not like a roast battle, but like a Yo Mama type of joke off. I'd love to still do that as an event, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I need to take out my foot. Cut the camera. I can't do this. Okay, we are back, but kind of back because we're in my bathroom because I need to shave. I really need to shave. So I saw myself in the other tape and I was like, I don't like the facial hair. So we're going to do a podcast now also in the bathroom. Yeah, we got like, we're going crazy here on episode 5, okay? You always got to try out new things. So... Okay. So other stuff I'll bring up. I was over at my girlfriend's place this past weekend, and we got to go and do this really cool thing. It was a carnival we're at, and it was all right. The carnival was all right. We did some rides. We got some interviews, because not me. I didn't get anyone's interview. But... oh yeah, for the audio listeners, this is about to be like an ASMR for you. I helped my girlfriend out with a, because she works at a TV channel. I helped her out get interviews at the carnival, so that's what we did. And then we went on a cool ride called the Cobra, where you fly around like, you know, it wasn't a big ride because it's a carnival. So it's one of those setup ones. But this one, it was different. Not only did it bring you in the air, but you spun around in the air too. So we're going to try not to cut myself while I'm doing this. But that's probably going to happen. It's probably going to happen. So, but while we were there, one of the things to do in one of the little trucks, one of the things in the trucks was a rage room. That's right, a rage room, where you take a baseball bat and you start smashing stuff for 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes, but $20. You get around like 20 bottles, which is like a bottle of beer. You know, because it's empty. It's not an actual bottle of beer. It's an empty one. And they give you baseball bats. And you destroy those suckers. Sorry, I've never really talked while shaving, so it's kind of like, you know, I'm not going to teach you how to shave. You can just follow along. And for the audio listeners, oh my God, you're getting some ASMR right now. Let me shave my face. I hope they hear that. They probably do. But back to the rage room. They ask you what you want while you're raging. Like what type of music? Of course, we have to hit the microphone while I'm doing this. Sorry. But the music I picked, so while you were there, you know, while you were listening to me shaving, I hope you came up with the thing you would have, you know, you would have picked. Because I picked, drum roll please, I picked Limp Bizkit. It was awesome. I just had Fred Durst blasting in this like travel van, and me and my girlfriend are just smashing these bottles. At first, I thought it was just gonna be me, and then she was like, "Wait, what about me?" Oh, there I am. I'm bleeding. But we're just breaking water, you know, these beer bottles, bang, and it's like, now you know why you wanna hate me, you know, all that stuff. But you can also break other things in there, which was like a street sign, a couple of tires, and we went ham on the street sign. Also, my foot is feeling better from what I was doing. I took off the sock immediately afterwards. So we're feeling calm as a cucumber now. I really want to leave the mustache, but I don't know if it's like good or not. No. I also don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell if it's good or not. Now we're just a bloodbath. Look at us. Bleh. I'm going to have to wash off my face after this. I don't know if they can hear me when the water is on. Meaning you. I just cut the shit out of myself. Oh. Look at me, I'm like, first you got to shave. Tried to look like a pro. Instead, I'm giving myself like fucking stitches. Holy shit. No, it's not my first time shaving. I've been shaving for so long. I've been shaving since I was like 15. I used to shave my face because I wanted it to look extremely clean in high school. Oh my god, that's so bad. War paint. Dun dun dun. Okay, that's creepy. No one's gonna like that, dude. Ow. Now it's hot. Cause you're hot and you're cold. Yeah, you say that to your sink water too? We gotta wash off my face. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. Enough of the Ultimate Warrior face. What is this? Oh. It hurts. Oh my god. Ow. Owie. Dude. It's like a full-blown nick out of my face. That's horrible. Oh, it's going down fast. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. So we'll stay here until we... Oh, jeez. That's a lot of blood. I don't know how much because I saw it come off of my face. Oh my god. I thought I was going to have to just pat down all the other stuff on my face. But look at this. Oh, we're getting tissue all over myself. So, what I do after I shave is I pat myself down with tissue. But there's so much that I'm patting down, it's like sticking to my face. And then there's that leftover stuff over here. Okay. That was a crap shave. Oh my god, that's hilarious. And we did it for the podcast. How long did it take me to shave? Only like 10 minutes. That's not too bad, but I mean, this is woof. Oh my god. Ever since I wasn't performing as great for the first podcast, like the first recording that I did yesterday, I wanted to really mix it up, and now we're mixing it up. We mixed it up so much that I'm using a different microphone for this segment. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna go get the aftershave. No, I'm not. I'm going to do that off camera. There's no way I'm doing that on camera. You know what? No, I can't open up the door. Ow. Oh my god, ow. Oh, it just doesn't look better. Okay, we're going to leave it on that for this segment. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up? This is me. Post shave cut. It's right there. What do you think? It's not too bad. I was in the middle of explaining the rage room and low-key raged out on my face. Not really raged out, but just cut it. So check out this camera where I can now just walk around with it so I don't have to be out of the shot. And that stunk. I was talking about the rage room, and what happened was there's signs there that you can hit. There was also tires, but this platform, and the platform, I don't think you were supposed to destroy it, and I did. I put a hole in it. I was like, yeah, yeah. I was going ham. I was like, yeah. But it's all right. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the levels because I've changed so much in this podcast. You can only know so much of what's going on. So let me get my notes. So what I was thinking was, I pumped my own gas this weekend. Dude, as a Jersey person, I think that's huge. I pumped my own gas, and I was nervous. I was very nervous at first, and I was nervous at first because I've never pumped my own gas before. People have shown me, but I've never really done it myself, so, like, by myself. So the funny part was I went to a gas station that was closed first, and then I had to drive to another one. So the one that I drove to that was closed is right across from where my girlfriend lives, and I was like, okay, here we go. Let's do this. I drive to the place. I park. I get out of my car, open up the, gas tank. Take the thing. First I take my card, and then I put it inside of the gas pump. I press what I want, and then I'm like, yeah! Nothing happens. And I was like, it's closed, because the thing literally said on the pump, like, pump closed. And I was like, damn it. So I got back in my car, and then we're driving around. And I'm like, yeah! trying to go back at it again. I go to a Sunoco. So whatever. It's expensive. And I spent $71 on stuff, man. I spent $71 on a gas tank. I'm sorry. I thought about doing my soundboard, and then my soundboard wasn't there. I was like, whoa. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, like that. It was horrible. It was completely horrible. I was proud that I pumped my own gas. I even took a selfie, but I was not proud of how much money I spent on the gas. Exactly. So, here, I'll lower that as well. And my microphone got lowered as well. This is just too much, people. I made myself do a lot for this podcast, this fifth one that I'm doing, but hey, we're trying out things. Like I said before in another part of this, I was not happy about doing this yesterday. There was something that was on my mind constantly, and I just couldn't get past it. So I tried again today, and that's kind of what the lesson is for this one. Yep, we always have a lesson at these podcasts. It's not always going to happen on the first time. I already created some podcasts. I already did some episodes, but this one, I was like, it's the fifth one. And I had something stressed in my mind. And usually when that happens, I move something out of the way. And this time, I did not want to move my podcast out of the way. I love doing this, but I was so frustrated that I couldn't get anything out. Like, I couldn't record. I'm dancing around to myself. I'm like, yeah. Like that was the only thing that came to mind, and it was the Taco Bell. But I didn't do well, I just didn't. Every time I would pause and be like, no, this isn't good. And I just didn't want to release that, so I continued to. I'm checking if it's bleeding or not, my cut. No, it's not. Okay, sorry. I'm also looking at myself while recording this. So, and my hands are on my hips right now. Not really on my hips. Now they're on my Hands on hips, almost on my, don't want to say it. TITS. That's a middle school look right there. Oh my God. So for the audio listeners, I looked right at the camera with a weird smile like Charlie Brown. In the Charlie Brown cartoon, they give him like a crooked smile. It's, Charlie Brown doesn't get anything in that show, and they give him a crooked smile at that point. But $71 for the first time paying gas and pumping it for myself. I mean, I've paid for gas before, but pumping it by myself because I'm from New Jersey. I used to say to people, Jersey girls don't pump their own gas. So I would literally be like, Jersey girls don't pump their own gas. And there I was, pumping my gas, taking selfies. I was like, oh my God, I'm pumping my own gas. I felt like the people who are like on TikTok who go, first time ever doing this, TikTok edition. Hi, my name is Bethany, and this is my first time pumping my own gas. I'm from New Jersey, like from the Jersey Shore, like where Snooki and Ronnie and all those guys are from. Anyway, so we're doing this today, and it's gonna be really awesome. Here, let's add the music. Where's my music? No. Here, let's. I know where it is. It's in a different one. Anyways, we're still going to talk like it's still on, but here we go. Anyway, yeah, I went and I pumped my own gas. Like, pumping my own gas was really cool. So first, I went to a gas station, and I was like, excuse me, is anyone going to help me pump this gas? I'm from Jersey. But they didn't. They said, no, bitch, you're in Pennsylvania. Anyway, so there I was in Pennsylvania, PA, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what am I gonna do? So then I go to another gas station, and they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna have to pump your own gas. I'm trying to figure out how to do the man voice. The man voice for girls, when they do a man voice, is always like, da, 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 da. They're always like, da, 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 my boyfriend. Make you sound like a Neanderthal, which is, oh geez, sorry. I was trying to lower it and it didn't work. But it's just never great, Voices for girls and voices for guys are never really the same thing. It's just we're trying to mimic. But I like mimicking stuff, so. Anyway, going back to me pumping my own gas, I just stuck it in. And then I paid for it, and then I drove away. Bye. Bye. But that's how I felt. I was just on, felt like I was on TikTok and just, wow, that was a sudden ending. Sorry. Sorry, audio listeners, but that's just how it felt. I just wasn't, I was nervous because I felt like a Pennsylvania guy was going to be like, guy from New Jersey not knowing what he's doing. Dun, 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 dun. I know, every single person that I make fun of always ends with just gibberish. But, oh my God. Should I talk about that? We're going to talk about it. So, a lot of this happened while I was at my girlfriend's place, but we're going to talk about this one because it was weird. Because both of us had to do it at the same time. We had to go to the bathroom, number 2. And it took us 2 different places to find a bathroom because, well, first we were in a thrift store, and the thrift store doesn't have a bathroom. It just has a changing room, and you're not taking a fat dump into the changing room. Do you imagine doing that? You're trying to get changed, and then all of a sudden you're like, what the hell is that smell? And you just see just a pile of dump just in the middle of a... Oh, that would be disgusting. And that's why I didn't do it. Because, why would I do that? It was a really awesome place that I went to. I got awesome stuff. I got Yeezys for $35. But, we first go to Five Below, where everything is no longer $5. Everything is just $10 and $15. It's like advanced Five Below. Just call it 5 times 3 at this point. 5 times 5, almost Five Below, but now it's times 3 because it's now $15. That was a terrible joke. That was a terrible joke.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay.
Now everything is just so low. Sorry. But try to go into Five Below, and it does not work out. All the bathrooms are barricaded. Isn't that great? They were barricaded. Instead of everything being like right there, you know, like, oh yeah, we'll be fine. We'll just go into the bathroom and I'll buy some art supplies because I like buying art supplies. No, we can't do that. And then it becomes where you awkwardly leave the store after you just walked in, where it's like, oh my God, let's go in here. Oh, okay, never mind. So we go to the store that is next to it, which is a ShopRite, I believe. No, it's a ShopRite or a Giant. I can't remember, but it's a supermarket, and we just finally it worked out for us, you know? Finally. Yep. Anyways. I feel like I do too much poop talk on this podcast. It's like a poop podcast where everything is just talked about poop. Do you see how I like saying poop like that? You know, look, people, you try your best when you try to do these types of things, but then I'm not saying I ran out of ideas, but everything revolves back to poop, which is just not good. I don't like how it just goes back to poop every time. But I'm learning. I'm learning everything. And I'm learning that you have to experience more stuff. Because, like, when I was planning this out, I was like, oh, we talk about the poop, and then we can talk about how that was not the first time that I've had a problem with poop in a supermarket. Now that I brought it up, I have to say it. I got constipated once in a Target.
No!
Yeah, it was horrible. That's what the poop was saying. I was like, please come out of me. And it was like,
No!
Anyway. But I got constipated when I was in Target. I was 10 years old, and it just wasn't coming out. And finally, me and my mom are just walking around the Target trying to just get it to work, just to come out somehow, some way. And like I said to myself, I'm ready. Here we go. It's coming. And instead, I want to go with my mom, so I'm in the ladies' room with my mom. So I'm not even in the men's room by myself. I'm with my mom, and you hear a 10-year-old screaming for his life in one of the stalls. And a woman comes in and is like, is there something wrong here? Is everyone okay? And my mom said to the woman, my son is constipated, cheer him on. And the woman's like, go him! Come on, the poop's gonna come out! You got this! And it did. It was like, anyway. I totally forgot that I had that. Oh my God. Or it's just like, oh my goodness. Because I don't want to make the fart noise again, so I'm just doing the SpongeBob. Anyway, do you like the face I make with it, video listeners? Video listeners. I come up with so many different things while I'm doing this. Different words, different phrases, different sayings. I caught myself one time. I said something and I was like, I want to delete this entire podcast because I said, like, recently. I'm going to a baseball game recently. And I was like, that sucks. But instead, I kept it in, right?
Oh, shit!
Oh, yeah. Look, I have a punch sound effect. Oh. Look at this. Oh, I'm just failing. Oh, just reacted not good. I'm trying to react to it, and it's just not working. Look, people, it's a Friday. You're trying to get to your next thing. It's time to wrap up. Let's just say goodbye to each other. I'm going to see you. I hope you have a good weekend. I'm going to try to have a good weekend. I'll come back to you on Tuesday with something fun and new. I hope you had a fun time. I hope you had a fun time listening to me. Give it a like. Give it a subscribe. Like this on Spotify. Also, give us a follow on Spotify, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much. I'll see you. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.